Hello there everybody, Sabah92 and welcome back to Higurashi Kai Tsumihoroboshi, because yes, for the past some episodes, I was getting the title wrong. I'm going to apologize for that. Also, I probably should have come to realize this, but the, reference that Rena's father was seeing somebody, and the fact that it showed this new girl, Rena, who likes sweets, I really should have put two and two together that maybe the girl, the woman that Rena's dad is seeing is Rena. I probably should have put two and two together. But last episode, I learned a little bit more about Rena's past, and I'm floored. Not in a good way, obviously. Because that's just... That hit home way too hard. That really hit home for me. But anyway, let's just jump right back in, shall we? I gotta get off the sad stuff. I just realized what the hell I just said. Get off the sad stuff. I'm going into Higurashi. I'm gonna feel nothing but sad. Also, that fucking music, Jesus. Hey, good morning, Rena. You're late today.
You're early too, Keiichi-kun. You're early today.
Fuck me. I'm not trying to put aside the fact that I'm always late, but I feel good to defeat you once in a while.
I slept in this morning. I couldn't sleep last night.
Oh, you too? Same here. I was in a state of excitement all night last night. It took me a long time to go to sleep. Yesterday I had a lot of fun with my friends and went home still excited. I was too full to eat dinner. I kept talking with my parents about the great time I had the past few days. I was still excited for a while, and I couldn't go to sleep. Sounds like I'm a little kid. What are you, like 14, 15? Kind of are still. But it seems like Rena was the same way, and I feel better. No, I feel better isn't exactly what I feel. I should say, I'm glad to know that we shared the same feeling. She went treasure hunting after I left. I'm sure she found many adorable things, went home, and talked to their parents about how great the day was.
Hey, Mi-chan. Good morning.
Oh, you're here early? Better watch out for the pigs falling from the sky.
I know I'm usually late and I make you wait for me, but do you really have to say it like that?
I have no consistent voice for you.
Keiichi-kun was early this morning, too. Today is full of miracles.
You probably shouldn't speak of miracles, you might piss off Burn Costal.
That makes you the pot calling the kettle black.
It's going to be another happy day today. I had fun the day before yesterday. I had fun yesterday. So I'm going to have fun today for sure. I'm happy, and Mion is happy too. Of course, Rena and my other friends are equally happy. I'm not afraid to say that I wish these happy days would last forever. You fucking jinxed it! This is all Keiichi's fault. He jinxed it. Hey, Mion. What are we playing today?
Are you talking about our club activity? Well, I don't know. Rena, do you have any ideas? Let's see. We've been playing athletic games for the past few days, so I'd say something not athletic.
You're right. You have a good point. Our club is not only about athletic performance, right?
Of course it's not. The club members have to have brains, techniques, and physical ability. So why don't we play some table games today?
Oh, gonna play another card game? I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose that one. Everybody's early this morning. That's why we can enjoy our walk to school. After a while, we start talking about the upcoming festival.
Oh, goody!
They tell me that the festival is called Watanagashi, and that it's the biggest event of the year in Hinamizawa.
Oh, it most certainly is.
You could say this is going to be a killing. The fuck did I just say? That makes no sense.
Yesterday, my relatives gathered at my house in Okinomiya, and they started talking about you, Kei-chan.
What? Me? What did the great people of the Sonozaki family talk about?
Well, my uncle Yoshiro is the store manager of Angel Mort, and he saw your performance yesterday. He really likes you now. So, I started asking the others if they knew you, and I found out about most of them did.
Oh, that's good.
They said you're famous in Hinamizawa.
Famous? Doesn't sound like they meant it in a good way. I think I'm infamous to them because of the punishments you made me do.
It's not only that. They said that you blend in well, that you're full of energy, and that you're a little bit reckless. They said it's rare for a young man in this era to have all those qualities. They were very impressed with you.
I feel a bit embarrassed to know that somebody I haven't even met is speaking well of me.
And they want you to do something at the Watanagashi Festival. You like to draw people's attention, don't you?
Hey! Don't assume things and don't decide anything without me. Don't you know I'm a lonely guy who loves to be alone and silent?
Lonely guy? You mean Cherry Boy, right?
Oh, God. My question exactly.
What is a Cherry Boy? Keiji-kun, what does Cherry Boy mean?
Whoa! Stop talking about nasty things. Ladies don't talk about those things. Really? I've seen some very vulgar females in my life, but whatever. Looks like we're all still in a state of excitement from yesterday. Mion and I make a lot of noise fooling around with each other on the way to school. Rena watches us and laughs happily. When we arrive at school, Satoko and Rika-chan are already there. They're also full of energy. So are Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. I can tell by the way they look that they had a good time yesterday. Everyone has been having a good time. In Hinamizawa, everybody is happy. It hasn't even been a year yet since I moved here, but...
What is it?
Well, I think I'm happy I moved here.
What's wrong, Kei-chan? You're being sentimental. I understand. I understand exactly how you feel. You feel like everything is perfect and that you're happy since you moved to Hinamizawa. I think this village has some kind of power to make people happy.
Are you happy, Rena?
Yes. I'm happy every day here in Hinamizawa.
Yeah, me too.
Hey! Don't leave Uncle Mion out in the cold. Let me in on the conversation, too.
The sky is clear and the few thin clouds are pure white. The cry of the cicadas is telling me that summer is coming earlier than usual. Watanagashi is just around the corner. I'm sure we'll have great fun at the festival. Yeah. I'm sure there are more fun days to come. Summer is just around the corner. It is almost weird just seeing, like, all the background shift between the, tradition... Yeah, it's weird seeing them switch from that to stuff like this. What's going on? I'm very confused at the moment. What the hell is going on? Scared the shit out of me there. Oh, okay, now we're back in Rena's perspective. Okay.
The last class of the day is finally over, and now it's time for our club activity. I'm sure it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. But then Mi-chan receives a call, and she tells us that something has come up and she has to go. So, we have no club activity today. I was really looking forward to it. There's nothing I can do. But I can at least chat with Keiichi-kun on the way home. It'll be fun. Keiichi-kun sometimes says mean things, but he's very funny.
And he's finally got himself a portrait after all this time. Well, technically he had a portrait in the previous one, but just don't care.
When I talk with him, my depression goes away. What did I just say? Am I depressed? I have so much fun every day, and I'm as happy as I can be. What am I depressed about? I know the reason. But Because of Rina-san, my father is happy now. Ah, I was right. Before he met her, he was like a lamp in broad daylight.
A lamp in broad daylight. I don't think I've ever heard that phrase.
Honestly, he was like the living dead. But after he met Rina-san, he started to smile like he used to when he was living with my mother. He enjoyed talking with her and started going out with her. They were probably dates. Now he looks 20 years younger. Rina-san gets along with my father very well, and she's very kind to me too. There's actually no reason for me to hate her. But the bitter memories of my parents' divorce and my many regrets gradually eat away at my heart. Is it okay to accept that woman? Rina-san might be the same as how Uncle Akihito turned out to be.
Damn it.
Is she the enemy who takes my happiness away with her existence? With or without bad intentions? Am I going to sit around until something collapses again? Should I fight the enemy before it's too late? Rina-san comes to my house a little too obviously. Since my father started letting her come and stay the night, many of her belongings have turned up in the house. My father and I don't smoke, but there's an ashtray in the living room. The futon in our guest room is hers now. In the bathroom, there's a toothbrush and shampoo I'd never choose to buy. I started to feel awkward about those things. And that's when I started noticing it at the front door when I came home from school. Her perfume. I asked my father once if he was thinking about getting married to Rina-san. He looked a little embarrassed, perplexed, and confused. He told me not yet. He knew I was hurt by the divorce. That's probably why he couldn't break the news of remarrying. That's why he said, not yet. He'd considered it, but not while I was still living with him. That's what he meant, I guess. Ouch. There's only one reason why I don't want him to get remarried to Rina-san. I feel offended to have my sanctum, namely my family, invaded. But I might be being selfish. I know keeping my father all to myself means keeping him miserable like he was before he met Rina-san. He has a life to live, too. It's his right to heal from the pain from the divorce and to live, to find his new love. He wouldn't have had to go through the painful life if I'd prevented the divorce from happening in the first place. He has a right to a happy new life, or a new happy life that lets him forget the pain he didn't deserve, and I don't have any right to stop him.
Yeah, he did not deserve that shit that was dealt to him. He did not.
In fact, I have an obligation to try to return his happy days to him. I have to pay for my sin, my inability to prevent the divorce.
Oh my god, Rena, it wasn't your fault.
Then, what should I do to make both of us happy? It's not that difficult. All I need to do is give my silent approval to their relationship. My father tells me he won't get remarried while we live together. That means I should stop leaning on my family, be strong, and live on my own as soon as I can. But that doesn't mean I can tell him not to go out with her until that day. Rina-san comes to our house to see him despite her busy schedule, and she even stays the night whenever her shifts permit. They're adults. I have no right to say anything about that. That's why I chose to give my silent approval to their relationship, and tried not to see her as much as I could. I get along with Rina-san on the surface. That's because I know my father would have a hard time keeping face on both sides if we didn't get along. But it's very exhausting and painful. It's a painful thing to get along with a person I don't really like. So, whenever Rina-san comes over, I spend as much time as possible outside and go home late. Michan's club activity is the most convenient thing to do to kill time. But there are some days we don't have a club activity. On those days, I kill time with the trash piles, hunting for treasure alone. And that's how I started to make the Secret Hideout. My father should do whatever he wants with Rina-san at home. I don't have to see them together. I can spend my time peacefully at my hideout. I sometimes feel depressed about my life. I sometimes want to talk to somebody about it. But nothing will change, even if I talk to somebody. This is the best way. The most important thing for me right now is to overcome the sadness of losing my family as fast as I can, and to regain my own happiness. I have so much fun every day. I'm happy every day. Even right now on the way home, Keiji-kun is talking about funny things and making me laugh. It's rude that I'm feeling gloomy when he's making me laugh. My father should be happy. I should be happy. I just feel sad because I still can't separate from my father. Compared to the unexpectedness of the divorce, Rina-san's invasion is a very slow change. I think Rina-san understands how I feel. She treats me very kindly, but she doesn't do it more than that. I think she understands that I'd feel uncomfortable if she did. I respect Rika-chan because she's strong without her parents. Compared to the pain of losing both her parents unexpectedly, my problem is like nothing. I respect Satoko-chan's toughness, too. She also lost her parents and was forced to live a painful life under her uncle and aunt.
Oh, those fucking abusing assholes.
Compared to the cruel treatment she had to go through, my relationship with Rina-san is blessed. I feel anxious, but that's just because I'm still immature, and because I feel like I'm not ready to separate from my father. I have to be strong like Rika-chan and Satoko-chan. I have to try my best to be happy. I'm going to live with all my energy, in order to regain the peace of mind that I lost that day. I'm just assuming mistakenly that I'm not happy. I should appreciate the wonderful days I have with my wonderful friends. Just by realizing that I'm happy, the world shines so brightly. Listen, it was so adorable, so I screamed, "I'm taking it home with me!"
I bet you did. You're like a master of have fun every day and being happy.
I do have fun every day. I feel very fortunate to have a wonderful life and wonderful friends. How could I be unhappy?
You're right. In Hinamizawa, nobody becomes unhappy. Everybody stays happy. Hinamizawa is free from misfortunes. You fucking jinxed it!
He should have stopped right there. But he keeps going on.
I'm jealous of you, Rena. I wish I could be an idiotic optimist like you.
It sounds like you're insulting me. But if that's what I need to be to have fun every day, I wouldn't mind. Would I? I don't have any worries. I feel like I do, but that's just because I'm immature and I still want my father's attention. Come on. Say the magical words. It'll cheer you up. It doesn't make sense to say it now, but I'm going to say it anyway because this is my magical phrase and it always cheers me up. I'm taking it home with me.
What's wrong with you? But that's so like you.
That's right. This is me, Rena. I'm not Reina. She still wants her parents' attention. Rena is a goofy and carefree girl. She knows that every day is full of happiness and she has a kind heart to appreciate it too. I should forget about icky things. I should live a wonderful life that has no icky things. That's why I got rid of the I in my name. Oh. I'm Rena. I'm going to recapture the happiness I lost when I left Hinamizawa. I need to overcome any pain and hardship. I can be happy. Because I got rid of the icky things. I'm sure there are only incredible things waiting for me. Oh. Incredible starts with I, too. I'm almost home. When my house appeared, I noticed something different. There's a truck parked in front of my house. There's nothing on the back of the truck, but I can tell it brought something here because I see some cardboard boxes, blankets, and ropes on the ground. From the front door, I hear voices of two young men saying, "Thank you very much." They pass by me as I walk toward the front door. They're wearing some kind of work uniforms. They look like delivery traders. When my father is about to close the door, he notices me. Hey. Oh, sorry. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, Reina, I have a surprise for you.
My father looks like he's in a good mood. I don't know why he is, but I just want to smile back at him whenever he smiles like this. His eyes used to look like the ones of a dead fish no matter how hard I tried to smile at him. but now he can put on a big smile just to surprise me. He has been literally coming back to life since a year ago when we moved back to Hinamizawa. No, since he started dating Rina-san. When I see him smile like this, I'm happy, but at the same time, I feel confused because I don't know whether I should thank Rina-san or not.
Look, doesn't it look great?
He takes me to the living room. He's probably expecting me to go, ooh and ah. So whether there's something in the living room or not, I'm ready to go ooh and ah for him. Wow, what is this? What did you do? I try to sound excited and surprised. He's standing behind me. He must be smiling with satisfaction hearing my excited voice. But on the other hand, I'm desperately trying to understand what's going on. For a moment, I thought I was in someone else's house. That's because the living room has been completely redecorated. The furniture we have is basically from the former house in Ibaraki. My parents bought most of the furniture when they got married, so the furniture is old and a little dirty. Some of them have graffiti I drew when I was little. But they're all gone. Everything in the living room is a pastel color, and it looks very sophisticated like the rooms I see on TV dramas. The new carpet looks very tropical-like. The new curtain matches with the carpet. The new sofa looks very expensive. The living room looks like a resort hotel. The switch of the old TV we have is broken, and we used to use a pincher to change channels, but it's gone now and replaced by a new one with a big screen. The room's lights have also been replaced by nice-looking ones. The living room looks like a totally different world under the new fluorescent light. This looks great, Dad. What made you do this?
I did it to get a fresh start. It's been a year since we moved here. I thought it was time for me to reboot my mind and start a new life.
I've suggested redecorating the house once in order to cheer him up because he was still in pain from the divorce. But he wasn't interested in that time. He didn't even want to get rid of the old furniture he had chosen with my mother because he still couldn't get over her even though she cruelly broke up with him. I wanted to suggest it again when the time was right. I never thought he'd do it on his own initiative. You're right. This beautiful living room makes me feel refreshed. I love it.
I knew you would. Reina, you always wanted to have a rocking chair, didn't you? I haven't set it up yet, but look, I got it for you.
Dad, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is mine, right? Right?
Hey, this is for everybody.
I understand, but I'm not going to get up from the chair once I sit on it.
Huh. Interesting.
My father explains the details of the redecoration proudly. He tells me that he only did the living room this time, but he is going to do all of the rooms. He's full of energy now. There are some parts I don't like, but I still think it's great because it made him happy. I find the old furniture outside in the yard. Are you going to throw them away?
Yeah, I think we should. A delivery company is coming later to pick them up.
Getting rid of the old furniture means putting an end to my mother. I hated the furniture because they smelled like my mother, and I tried to break them once. I understand when my father wants to take this opportunity to get rid of them, but for some reason, this new living room makes me feel like I don't belong here.
Oh, now we're back to this.
My father didn't choose the new furniture. Rina-san probably did. Most likely my father and Rina-san decided to redecorate the living room and went to a furniture store to get the furniture. I try to think positively. The reason why my father didn't tell me about the redecoration is because he wanted to surprise me. No, my father doesn't really consider things deeply, so I guess he didn't tell me because he just didn't think he needed to tell me. I'm sure he didn't redecorate the living room to make me feel like I don't belong here. Don't be negative, Rena. My father doesn't have any bad intentions. He doesn't want to get rid of me. He doesn't think I'm the reason he can't get remarried. But why do I feel sad when I see the old furniture in the yard? Why do I feel like I don't belong here?
I realized the reason right away. I am the reason. To him, wanting to have a fresh start by getting rid of the things that remind him of my mother might be an indication of his unconscious desire to get rid of her daughter. Oh my god, no, don't think of that! My father doesn't really consider things deeply, so he might not be thinking that I'm the reason he can't get remarried. But he understands that he can't get remarried while we live together. I'm torturing my father by staying with him. It's my fault that he had to divorce. That's why I have to support him to recapture his happiness. I can't keep him all to myself. I've started thinking about living on my own. I don't need to enter a higher school. I should think about getting a job. But who would hire an uneducated girl like me? Even if somebody did hire me, I wouldn't be able to earn enough money to live on my own. Maybe I should think about working at a hostess club like Rina-san does. Oh, God. People choose their jobs because they can. A girl like me doesn't have a lot of choices. Not a lot of companies will hire me and pay the amount of money that I need to live on my own. But I wonder, where is the place where I belong? Whenever I feel like this, I miss my secret hideout in the trash piles. I love to get under my blanket and feel the warmth on a cold night. The hideout gets hot and humid during the day and very cold at night. It's not a comfortable place to spend time in. But it might be the place where I can relax the most. More than I can at my house. No, I shouldn't think like this. I shouldn't think that my house has been invaded by Rina-san. I should thank her for making my father happy. Rina-san isn't trying to kick me out of the house. She's trying to get along with me. But I'm not opening my heart to her. I'm the bad one. I'm the bad one, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Satoshi-kun and his aunt didn't get along at all, and she abused him for a long time. Compared to him, my situation is a lot easier. Satoko-chan and Rika-chan lost their parents, and they live together now. They've been through very hard times. On the other hand, I live with my father. I should feel blessed. I shouldn't think I'm unhappy just because of these things. I am happy. I am blessed. The trouble with me is that I still can't admit that I'm happy. My father still keeps talking about the redecoration proudly. I nodded at him with a big smile and let him keep on talking. I almost forgot. Reina, can I ask you a favor?
Sure. What is it?
I ordered 2 jackets from the clothing store. It seems like the store received them today. I have to help the delivery company to pick up the furniture, so can you go get them?
Sure. Which store is it? I wonder what kind of jackets you got. I can't wait to see them. No matter what they look like, I'm sure Rina-san picked them for him. But I don't mind going to get them for him. I'd rather go to the store than listen to his stories about the redecoration of this living room. I get the slip, ask him where the store is, change clothes, and leave the house. I start pedaling my bicycle and look at the old furniture in the yard for the last time. They used to be the object of my hatred, but for some reason they make me feel sentimental. Is it because I still regret the loss of my mother, even though I hate her? I can't let my poisonous emotions take over my heart. I understand that in my mind, but I just can't get rid of this feeling. The old furniture isn't the only stuff that was kicked out of the house. There's also a lot of junk that I brought home from the trash piles. My father's probably going to throw them away too. He doesn't like the junk I collect. He'll probably let the delivery company take it all together with the old furniture. Just like an animal that rubs its scent on its home in order to feel secure, I collected all the junk in order to make sure that I could stay here. No, that's not it. I wanted to bring them to my house because they were abandoned by their former owners. And they needed a place to live. Oh, God, Rena. The store where my father ordered the jackets is a fancy boutique. It's hard to believe my father shops at a store like this alone. I can tell right away that Rina-san took him here. I hand over the slip at the register, A short time later, the store manager comes from the back of the store with a perplexed look.
I'm sorry, Ryugu-sama, I'm very sorry, but it seems like the truck carrying your jackets is stuck in traffic. It should arrive here soon, though.
He tells me that the driver called a while ago, told him he just got off the highway and would be here in an hour. I don't need to know all the details, but he explains to me anyway. I ask him if I should come back tomorrow. He insists that I should wait because the truck is coming shortly, and he urges me to take a seat on a reception sofa. But I don't really feel comfortable waiting here, so I tell him I'll be back soon and leave the store. I wonder if there are any fast food stores around here. I might have to go all the way back to the station. I look around and find a coffee house. The glass in the entrance door is black, and I can't see the inside of the store. But there's a poster saying the price for a cup of tea is lower than normal for women on weekdays. I'm just going to get a cup of tea to kill some time. It should be okay. But still, I hesitate to go inside before I open the door.
Oh, what the... My eyes might be playing tricks on me, but are we back to different normal color? Or is that green? The first impression of the coffee house is the smell of cigarettes. It's normal for coffee houses to be filled with the smoke of cigarettes. It's like a definition of coffee houses. But Rena still regrets her decision. As she's thinking about leaving, the master of the store talks to her brusquely, and he shows her to a table. Rena gives up leaving and takes the table. The mood for the store is far from a clean coffee house where you can enjoy coffee and cigarettes. It's more like a place where vulgar people hang around. Rena doesn't feel comfortable at all, but what bothers her most is the laughter of a man and woman who sit together in the very back of the store. Her table is behind a planter, which kind of blocks off their laughter, but Rena looks like she wants to leave as soon as she finishes her tea. The bell hanging from the entrance door rings and lets her know a customer just came in. It's a little surprising to know that a coffee house like this has a certain amount of customers. Rena peeks at the customer from behind the planter. There are two of them. They look like vulgar men. They're the kind of people you don't want to get involved the instant you see them. The master of the store tries to show them to a table, but they ignore him and walk towards the back of the store. They walk up to the couple who have been laughing loudly, and they greet them with a bow.
Hey, you finally came. Have a seat.
The couple stops laughing, and the man tells the newcomers to sit down in a threatening tone of voice. The two of them sit as told.
So, what happened?
We're very sorry. We tried to...
Cut the bullshit and just give it to me.
The two of them look at each other before they each take out an envelope out of their pockets and put it on the table. The man grabs the two envelopes roughly and tears one of them open. Inside there are many wrinkled 10,000 yen bills bound into a bundle with a rubber band. He opens the other to make sure it also has cash in it, and then he throws them to the woman.
Count them.
Hey, don't order me around. This is originally my money, you know.
Shut up! Just count them.
Okay, this is getting a little unsettling. The man yells at the woman. She licks her thumb, looking annoyed. She starts counting the cash expertly. The two guys hang their heads while she counts. The man lights a cigarette and waits for her to finish counting. Good, I have it all. The woman flicks the last bill. The two guys look relieved. But the man doesn't look satisfied, and he stares at the bundle of the bills the woman is holding. Ritsuko, how much is there?
What? I told you I have it all.
I'm asking you how much is all.
I told you all the money I lent them.
No, you idiot! I'm asking you if they paid you the interest.
The man and Ritsuko yell at each other. Ritsuko. Even though they're making a lot of noise, the customers in the store act like they don't hear anything. Hey, fellas, there's only 2 million yen in here. What's going on? The two of them are trying to find some excuses to make. It seems like their behavior touched the man's nerves and he starts looking furious.
What the fuck? I asked you what's going on, so you'd better stop talking.
His angry voice echoes through the store. God, evil Jacopo! He hits the table hard and drops a glass on the floor. The noise thickens, and tension in the store. We are very sorry. Being sorry doesn't give her the interest, does it? I don't mind calling the police to solve our problem, you know. Please don't do that. It seems like the two guys are in an extremely vulnerable position. They bow so deeply that their foreheads almost touch the table. I called you here because I thought you wouldn't want me to have the police handle our situation, but then you act like you don't care, huh? Oh, wait, sorry. Nah, fuck it. We're sorry, we're very sorry. The guys are pitiful, but they look as vulgar as the man who's threatening them, and it's hard to decide whether you should feel sorry for them or not. After a while, Ritsuko opens her mouth to help them out. Rina, what are you doing here? God, I feel fucking stupid.
Tae-chan, don't be so mean to them. I'm sorry, guys. He gets really mad when it comes to money.
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute! Aren't you... Aren't you Satoko's uncle? Money isn't the only thing that makes me mad. What makes me mad most is that they tried to accuse you.
That's stupid. I won't give you anything for that.
The man pulls Ritsuko roughly into his arms and he frantically kisses her lips without caring about the other customer's attention. Their kiss isn't like the lovely ones that normal couples share. It looks gross and nasty. He lets her lips go take a breath, kisses them again, and repeats doing that for a while. After a while, he finally gets bored of kissing and lets her go.
He gets mad easily when it comes to me. He's impossible.
Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Oh, this is going to destroy Rena. Oh my god, I knew I shouldn't have trusted you, Rena. So what? This woman is part of my body. Putting dirt on her means putting dirt on me. Whoever tried to do that is in for a bloody punishment.
Do you remember the guy with the comb over? I forgot what you did to that guy after you took him outside.
I remember him. He challenged me and wanted to take it outside. He said he did karate, so I got a little excited to see what he had, and I punched him in the stomach. And then he just kneeled down on the ground. I was disappointed, so I took off his pants and underwear and made him clean the public toilets with them. See? I'm helping society. I deserve to get an award for that from the government.
I can't believe you made him do that. You're so vulgar sometimes.
They started laughing loudly like they were doing earlier. Their laughter obviously seems to intimidate the guys.
Hey, boys. T-chan is actually in a very good mood today.
Tepai. Oh my god.
Usually he'd start yelling, "This isn't enough money," and you'd be thrown into the old Ouija River naked by now.
We truly apologize for your inconvenience.
Well, you forgot about the interest, but you did prepare all the money in time. I'm impressed. So, that'll be nice and take it into consideration, you know.
Anyway, his interest is a bit high, but it's only 5 if you pay today. If you wait even a day longer, it'll be double. If it's doubled, I don't think you can pay it no matter what you do.
Oh my god, why does the Maria voice fit you so perfectly right now, Rena?
So I'm going to make you a deal. Tae-chan, would you give us a minute?
Well, I guess it's okay.
The man leaves the table with a grin and walks to the men's room. He's too amenable to her request, as if they planned for him to leave the table at this moment. Ritsuko makes sure he goes to the men's room, and she takes some papers out of her bag and puts them on the table.
You're young. You don't want to ruin your life because of an outlaw like him, do you? So I recommend you to pay all the interest today. If you do, you can cut your ties with him.
We understand that, but we can't get 500,000 yen.
I understand. I bet you tried really hard to collect 2 million yen. I understand there's no one who'd help you out with another 500,000 yen.
They must have done their best to collect the money they brought today. So, it must be impossible for them to collect even a dime from anybody now. They hang their heads and tell her that.
But, take a look. I made this for you.
The guys look at the paper on the table and they mutter under their breaths.
You don't need collateral or a joint guarantor for this, so the interest rate is a bit high. But with this, you can take out a loan of 500,000 yen right away. Even with this interest rate, I think it's a lot better than Taechan's. What do you think?
It's easy to guess what Ritsuko is trying to force them to do.
If you show him this with your signature on it, I'm sure he'll let you off. It's your choice, though. If you need a pen, you can use mine. Here.
They read the small print of the note on the documents, and they're stunned by the outrageous interest rate. Ritsuko doesn't force them to do anything. She just looks out the window and smokes her cigarette. After a while, the man comes back from the men's room.
Hey, did you come to an agreement?
They look at him, steel themselves, and take the pen.
They're going to borrow money to pay your interest. It's only 500,000 yen, so they can pay their debts soon if they work really hard.
That's great. I'm impressed. Men get tougher when they have something burdening them.
They must have planned to corner them like this from the beginning. The man and Ritsuko get what they wanted, and they grin at each other. Seems like there are many places to fill in the documents, and it's taken them a long time. The man and Ritsuko seem to already know that, and they start talking.
Ritsuko, how is your husband and Hinamizawa doing?
What? He's not my husband.
What's going on with him? I heard he has a lot of money. How much money do you think you can squeeze out of him?
Well, you'll be so surprised. I heard his ex-wife gave him some compensation. But I just found out that she gave him a lot.
How much is a lot?
He has about 50 million yen in his bank. He's a big spender.
Whoa, that's a lot. So, how much do you think you can squeeze out of him?
He has a big crush on me. He buys me anything I want. Anything. He's not cheap like you. I might get serious about him.
I don't think so. Your body won't be satisfied with anybody but me.
Stop it, not here.
So, what is your plan?
I'm thinking about telling him I need some money to get rid of my ex-boyfriend.
How much you gonna ask him for?
She whispers into his ear.
You're a scary woman. Let me know if you need an actor for your play. I'll be your scary ex-boyfriend.
Excuse me. We finished.
Great! Then let's bring it to the loan company. Ritsuko, take care of the check, would you?
The man pats them on their shoulders and he walks to the door. Another person is just about to come into the store and they kind of run into each other. The man probably won't make way for the person considering his personality, but when he notices who the person is, he steps aside. The person looks as vulgar as the other man. He's in a black suit with sunglasses on. He's not that big, but his stern look seems very intimidating. It is clear from a glance he's a hoodlum, and a professional one at that. The man who was behaving badly earlier looks a little nervous in front of him. Ritsuko finishes paying the check, and she notices the man in the suit.
Oh, General Manager? Good morning, sir.
The man in the suit says nothing. He just raises his chin as if he's telling her to fuck off. Ritsuko and the others bow to him and leave the store hurriedly. The master of the store notices the man in the suit and he greets him with a bow. I wonder who he is. He appears to be sedate compared to the other men, but he must be dangerous. He must be a dangerous man because he made them step aside. Everybody in the store thinks the same thing and tries not to look at him. The man in the suit looks around the store and he finds the menu board on the wall. The master walks up to him sheepishly with hesitation. Hey, master? Oh, I'm sorry. I switched into the maid there for a second. Sorry. Hey, master. Yes? Is anything bothering you, sir?
Do you have this sweet Something dessert menu today.
What? Oh, no, we don't have that today, but if you'd like to have it, I'll get it for you.
You can tell me you don't have it if you don't have it. We'll come back some other day. But Shion!
Okay. Wait, Shion and Kasai? What the fuck?
Hey, Kasai, he said he'd get...
Oh, God. Okay.
Hey, Kasai, he said he'd get it for you. Take his offer. We came all the way here.
The girl seems to be the only one who doesn't read the heavy atmosphere of the store, and she comes in laughing cheerfully. It's Mion's twin sister, Shion. Shion pushes Kasai while he hesitates. She looks at a girl in the store and stops in her tracks.
What? Oh, it's you. Hello. Rena-san. How are you doing? What? Shi-chan? I'm surprised to see you here. Huh? Are you here by yourself? Are you waiting for someone? Is it my sis? Or is it Kei-chan?
Oh my god, I accidentally switched to Maria there for a minute.
Shi-chan, who is this?
Are you
Talking about Kasai here? He's like my bodyguard.
God damn it!
He'll protect me when my life is in danger, right?
Oh my god, you look significantly did you look like that before then? Nah, fuck it.
I'll give my life to protect you if that's what you want me to do.
Wow. Kasai, if you were 20 years younger, I might have fallen for you. He looks scary, but he's a very funny guy. This is Ryugu Rena-san. She's Sis's friend.
My name is Kasai. Nice to meet you.
Kasai-san? Do you know the people you just walked by?
Kasai nods, indicating he sort of knows them.
Who are they?
Oh, sorry.
Who are they? I've never seen them.
The man is Hojo Teppai. He's a rude skunk.
Shion seems to know who he is once she hears the name Hojo.
And the woman?
Mamiya Rina. I believe that's her business name. Her real name is Mamiya Ritsuko, I think. She's a hostess at the Flower Road.
Kasai-san? Do you know what he is to her? They look like a couple to me.
Hojo is Rina's pimp. They're very bad people, so you shouldn't get involved with them.
Oh my...
How bad are they?
Rena presses him for the answer, and Kasai seems to back down a little from her pressure.
It's better not to know secrets of women's lives.
How bad are they?
Please, don't.
How bad are they?
Rena keeps asking the same question until she gets the answer. Shion senses the tension, and she cuts into the conversation.
Kasai, why don't you just tell her? I don't think she's asking out of curiosity. Am I right, Rena-san?
There's tension between Rena and Kasai. Shion seems to be the only one who can't read the atmosphere. Kasai finally opens his mouth.
They're both skunks. I've heard that they make a living by blackmailing people and gambling. I've also heard that they do badger games.
What's a badger game? Well, a badger game is like a marriage fraud. What they do is that the woman finds a prey who has money, and she has a relationship with the guy. And then her boyfriend shows up and catches them, blames the guy for stealing his girlfriend, then blackmails him for money.
First, the woman makes him buy expensive stuff for her, and then she and her boyfriend take all of his money. There's a rumor that she's found a big prey recently.
Wow. Whoever that is, I'm so sorry for him. But the guy has some fun with her too. I guess he gets what he deserves.
It's a little harsh to say that. A man sometimes falls for a woman very easily.
Oh, really? I wonder whom you fell for. Master, bring the dessert to us, please. Wait, where did she go?
She just took her leave.
Rena's already gone. The door just closed, and it looks as if it was the only thing that knows where she went. Oh my god.
I get home. The door is locked. I use my key to get in and I find a note in the living room. The note says, "Something's come up, so I have to go. I'm going to eat out tonight." This isn't the first time he's done something like this. Each time he only tells me he has to go to Okinomiya for something. But I know the real reason. Because I heard him talking on the phone once. I guess Rina-san has some free time between her jobs and she asked him out to have dinner together. I heave a sigh, look at the new living room I hate, and go to my room. I remember what I just heard at the coffee house. I try to rationalize the meaning of her actions at the coffee house. Maybe she had to pretend to be a bad person because she was threatened by the man. But even after the man called Tetsu left the table, she continued to threaten the guys and made them sign the loan contract without hesitation. If she was threatened to play along with the man, she wouldn't have done that. If she was pretending to be a bad person, she could have shown a little bit of mercy or sympathy when he left her alone with them. It's like making a bowl with your hands and holding water in them. No matter how hard you make the bowl with your hands, water leaks through your fingers. Mercy and sympathy leak out from you. But nothing, not even a drop of water, leaked from Rina-san. Her hands weren't even moist. They were dried up. There was no water that could leak through her hands. Rina-san was threatening the guys as much as the man. Neither was leading the other. They were doing it together. That's right. Rina-san is a bad person. My brain cells accept the idea with applause. That's because I always hated Rina-san. I just couldn't accept the feeling because my father liked her. But now at this moment, I can finally accept it. She's a bad person, just like my mother. She's an existence that will ruin everything and destroy my father's happiness just by being with him. But I wonder if my father would understand that Rina-san is a bad person if I told him so. My father likes her so much now that he would jump over a cliff if she asked him to. He thinks everything she does or says is great, and he interprets everything about her positively. He protects her and praises her without her asking him to. I'm not a kid anymore. I understand how a woman can tame a man. It's different from love. Love is about trying to build a relationship. Taming is just a way to satisfying the lust to dominate. She's just trying to make him into her slave. Women can deceive men, even my father, by using dirty methods. It's the weak point all men are born with. They can't resist it even with a strong will. That's why we hate those women who stimulate the weak points to deceive men. That's why I couldn't make myself like Rina-san. For the sake of the argument, let's assume I acknowledge an unreciprocated love like that. But that's only as long as it's love. If it's not love, then it's just a method to threaten him and squeeze money out of him. I'll never forgive her. I remember the conversation at the coffee house. Rina-san said that my father is a big spender. In fact, I think he spends more money without hesitation than before he met Rina-san. I was happy that he started to regain his interest of going out into the world again, but now I don't know whether I should be happy or not. He controls the money of the Ryugu family overall. But since I do the grocery shopping, he often gives me the bank book so that I can withdraw some money. So I know where he keeps the bank book, his personal seal, and other important stuff. They're in one of his drawers, which he usually locks. I know where he hides the key, and I know the combination of the cash chest inside the drawer. He might be coming back soon, and I feel a little nervous. But I have to make sure. I open the cash chest, which has some bank books, personal seals, stamps, and unused postcards. I take them out from the cash chest to get the bank books. Then, I find something. On the bottom of the cash chest, there's a bundle of new 10,000 yen bills. The thickness of it isn't something I can ignore. There's also paper tape that looks like it was bundling the bills. The paper tape has a stamp that says it was a bundle of 1,000,000 yen.
He usually keeps some cash at home because it's troublesome to go to the bank every time he needs some money. But it's usually around 100,000 to 200,000 yen at most. He never kept such a big amount of money at home because he knows it's unsafe. I feel an abnormal intimidation from the extraordinary amount of 10,000 yen bills. I try to open the bank book, but I feel as if my fingers got numb all of a sudden. A part of me is trying to deny the things I heard at the coffeehouse. It's not because I want to defend my father or Rina-san. It's because I don't want to believe my father is the husband in Hinamizawa the blackmailers were talking about. I opened the bank book. The last time I saw it was about a few months ago. It shows countless withdrawals since that day. I probably wouldn't understand what those numbers mean, but now I feel as if the 10 different digits are talking to me about themselves. They're a series of cold figures. It starts with some understandable expense that I assume represent dinners or something, but then the amount of money starts to become nice round numbers like 5 or 10. I can tell by looking at the dates he withdrew the money that he wanted to have a certain amount of money with him when he went out with Rina-san. Among those expenses, a big number appears all of a sudden. It's too much money to spend on a date. It's hundreds of thousands of yen. I look at the date of the withdrawal and I trace it back in my memory. I remember. Around this time, Rina-san was talking about moving to a new apartment. I know the market rate of rental apartments in Okinomiya. You need to pay 2 payments of deposit and 2 payments of key money to rent an apartment. The amount of his withdrawal sounds reasonable now. He paid the whole down payment for her new apartment. After that, big numbers appear one after another. I can tell they were for congratulatory gifts for her new apartment or something. The numbers get bigger and bigger. It looks like at first he was withdrawing only the amount of money needed, but then he started withdrawing big amounts of money at once because he knew he was going to use it someday anyway. The change means only one thing. He lost his sense of the value of money. The balance keeps going down, and I start feeling anxious about what's going to happen if he continues spending money like this, but then I see a transaction of a big amount of money into the account. Where did this money come from? There's only one thing I can think of. I open the other bank book. It's easy, like a puzzle for kids. It's like playing an easy puzzle that comes with huge pieces that you don't even have to put together to see what the whole picture looks like. My father was using money from his installment time deposit. It's the compensation money my mother paid my father when she divorced him. To him, it's cursed money. I understand that he wants to use it to get new love, but it's just an excuse to use money from the installment time deposits. Money is money. Even though it's the compensation money he got from the divorce, it's still important money for our future. Even though it's cursed money for him, it doesn't mean he can waste it. The big expenses start appearing one after another. There are many expenses of 6 digits. Jesus. For some reason, I guess they were for buying electrical appliances and furniture. He must have been buying everything she asked him to. If Rina-san was seeing him to see if he could be her prey from the beginning, she must have been trying to find out how much money she could squeeze out of him. And my father bought her anything she wanted, no matter how expensive it was, so she probably thinks of him as a perfect prey now. The numbers in the bank book tell me so. The simple numbers and dates on the bank book start talking to me. Around the time he started withdrawing big amounts of money, Rina-san started coming to the house often, and she also started spending the night. To Rina-san, my father was just a guy who spends big money at first, but around that time he became her prey. My father used to talk about her as my friend in Okinomiya at first, but he started talking about her as Rina-san around that time. Oh God. I think he's also the one to blame. But he was betrayed by his beloved wife, and he was feeling hurt and down for a long time. Plus, it's partially my fault. That's why I don't want to blame him. And he's not that good looking either. He probably isn't immune to women. I guess he couldn't resist an attractive woman who aggressively approached him when he was feeling down. He's crazy about Rina-san, and he can see nothing other than her right now. I don't blame him, because Rina-san trained him to be that way. I put the bank books and the other things back into the cash chest. This cash chest is just like my father's heart. Rina-san is eating up the contents. What should I do? Think, Ryuga-rena. Should I tell him about Rina-san's insidious plot? No, that probably won't do anything.
Kill her.
The whole point of taming an animal is that it won't run away from the owner even when the gate is open. My father probably won't get out of his cage even when the door's wide open. Should I confront Rina-san about her plot when he's with her? The results will be the same. Rina-san will run behind his back. He'll probably try to protect her. If she presses her breasts against his back, he'll protect her no matter what. I can't make this a problem between me and him. First of all, I'm trying to get rid of Rina-san for his sake. If we get mad at each other, it gives the advantage to Rina-san. It's like I'm putting myself into a predicament. Then, that means I can't make him do anything. If I can't make him break up with Rina-san, I have to talk to Rina-san directly. So instead of making my father fight, I have to fight. But how? That guy, Kasai-san, who was with Shi-chan today, seems to know the man Rina-san was with. I wonder if I can somehow meet him again. He looked scary, but I was introduced to him as a friend of Mi-chan. Mi-chan has a lot of power around here. I'm sure he won't treat me badly.
No, Kasai is a pretty good guy, I think.
I wonder if he can tell Rina-san and the man to back off from my father. That'll help me a lot. But I don't know how I can meet him again. I can ask Mi-chan for help, but I don't want her to know about my situation. This is a problem for the Ryugu family. This is nobody's business but mine. That's right. This is a battle that I have to fight alone. I regretted my parents' divorce. I wept about the tragedy I could have avoided if I tried. I'm not going to weep this time. I'm not going to let the chance slip away. I'm going to fight to be happy this time.
Estimate. What is the name of this song? Oh boy. Dear Mamiya Ritsuko-sama, Executive Housing Corporation. Attached estimate. We thank you for your past visits and inquiries to our office. This is the estimated quota for the property that you have requested. Basic information. Property name, Palace of Versailles NR 707. Property number, 14M1421. Property type, condominium. Property size 2 LDK. Address Shishibone City, Kawaicho, 2 Walking distance to the nearest train station, XXX line, Gogura Station, 5 minutes. Estimated price, 49,800,000 yen. Management fee, 20,000 yen. Others, southeast corner room, elevator equipped. Condominium fitness club membership included. Thank you for your interest in this property. The area around Gogura Station is a prime real estate zone for luxury condominiums. Along with future planned developments, the real estate values in and around the Gogura Station are expected to rise, and this property is not an exception. As a result, many prospective buyers are interested in this property. Hence, we'd like for you to understand that the selection process for this property will be a lottery. However, we do have an upper tier group for our customers who wish to have priority selection status. Please feel free to inquire about our Celebrity Membership Priority Selection Group to any one of our agents. Executive Housing Corporation. Celebrity Status Manager, Kawabata. Oh
my god, Rena, you whore. Okay.
What is the name of this theme that is playing? Okay, I know, I just kind of... There, it's fixed. I got a little angry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well. Rena, I will thoroughly enjoy watching you kill her if you get the opportunity. 'Cause this is Higurashi. I expect to see you kill her. Sorry, I got a little too dark there. I'm a little mad right now. And I think I need to go cool off, so I'm going to go do that. I am sorry that this is not me really talking that much, but I need to go cool down. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry I got mad, and I'll see you guys in the next video.